for one reason.
When you hit that button, that's your cue normally.
Do you know what that was?
It looks like Sunday to me.
That was me running out of arm wrestling.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are live in our final official episode of Tell Me I'm the Greatest podcast. And today I may be your only host, but you might or may not see Travis Bagent running in and out of arm
every once in a while
as we speak.
Oh man. That's
Man.
my bank account going up, down, up, down, up, down.
Nowadays, or you mean like throughout the whole career?
Ooh, no, usually it just went down. Down. It's going, woo.
I got you. You're finally seeing some up. I like it.
I just would like to thank Oprah Winfrey and Barack Obama for that lovely dinner last night in Chicago.
Do you mind showing us pictures? It was like, oh, private event, no cameras.
Pictures? Man, you don't even know, man. I had to fill out a form longer than Social Security in order to get in that room.
Yeah, you ever filled out more paperwork in the arm wrestling tournament than this?
Yeah, they said, Travis, we've never eaten with someone so gangster. I said, I appreciate that coming from Barack Obama.
I got you. Well, hey, my weekend was pretty uneventful.
Do you know that you have a chance? You got a chance to have like a Travis Kelce podcast.
What's can you fill me up? What's Travis Kelce?
Well, he's just somebody whose podcast doesn't suck like me and yours.
I got you. Okay.
And according to Sevon, they run everything. Pat McAfee and Kelce, and I guess Sevon wants to be them. And I was telling Sevon, I'm like, damn, I just wanted to be you. So yeah. But we are rolling, bro. I'm just letting you know that I am a celebrity.
Do I have to? Oh, man.
Now, what's the best news about finding out that you are, in fact, something great and amazing? Tell me a benefit of that for me.
I know you're telling me. I never woke up to that realization.
I have been practicing being the shit for 20 years. I know exactly how to fucking do it.
Okay.
Oh, got them. Artem. I got them boys in Soldier Field. The media in Chicago, my goodness. They love Tyson Bagent.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they love Travis Bagent.
They don't even say his name wrong anymore.
Oh, it's not Bagent, Bagent, or Bagent?
No, you get punched in the face if you say it wrong now by the wrong Bears fan. They might as well disrespect one of the great 85 Bears. You say Bagent wrong these days in Chicago, boy. Yeah, we are rolling, Artem. You could even be from Siberia and know that something special was happening here in the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get to. Like I was about to tell you, my weekend was pretty uneventful. So I can't wait to hear about yours and what happened.
Did you lose every match?
No, I lost. It definitely felt like it, but no, I guess I got like 4 wins. So yeah, I lost every match. Yes, he did beat me. It's more like I think it's easier to say who did not beat me, and I think it'll be like Steven Loxton, Quinlan Mendes, Casey, Coley, and Lewis. I think that's about it. So tell me about Tyson.
Man, I almost won't even want to be associated with you and this podcast. We're winners, dude. No wonder I was able to whack you so easy. You're the 17th best 198 pounder in your region.
Oh, hey, that was like 12 men across the United States. At least give me like something more.
Yeah, but you didn't even win a match. Those guys go home and have matches when they get to practice. They went right through.
Hey, I was the only person to do something quick to you, okay? So I'm giving myself
What
that.
did you do?
And I also the only person to lose to Eduardo Tiete.
Everybody was taking Eduardo's hand.
Dude, yeah, like they were eventually not letting him stop, or I feel like he lost a bunch of shit on fouls.
Yeah, because he tried to tell that video that said I was cheating him up there right before Zach Lee tried to cuss me out. Eduardo was telling people that I was a terrible ref. I'm like, yo, bro, man, you carving like Vosgin, man. Come on, bro, open up.
Yeah, he beats me, and his elbows also slides off, but I guess.
Oh, now don't be bringing no crybaby shit.
No. Hey, and I'm like, hey, that's a foul for me all the time. And I look at Bill. Bill looks at me, looks at the elbow, tells me it was good than before. I'm like, all right, I got it. I guess no. I'm the guy.
It's the toilet bowl at that time anyway. No one wants to replay that.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I usually know if I do beat you in a hook, my elbow is most likely off. So thank you to that down ref for not saying anything. So in that case, I was mad.
So what's up? Russell was good.
Yeah. You know what? Robbie ended up doing pretty good. And
I heard he got second, right?
Right. He basically almost did he get second? I believe he was almost in the fight with all those dudes for like third place. But then because Jason got racked up another loss, that put and Robbie beat me at the final. That puts him right there to clear second place. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how many did Robbie lose?
Just one to Craig Touye.
Yeah. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you mean he kind of got second? That motherfucker clearly got second.
I just was not sure because the first match I was right. So I did two predictions. Like the first one I was just saying shit, and then the second one I ran the bracket and I looked at the way it goes. The first one, me saying shit, I was like, Robbie is not winning this whatsoever because he's the guy to collect a random top row loss all of a sudden, right? And the count gonna get fucked up. And then so I'm like, there's no way. Then I looked at the bracket and the way it worked out. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like Robbie is still the guy to get that weird loss. But I think he's now in the top three now that I looked at it clearly. And then the day is happening. First match, him and Quinlan, which that kind of makes it a little bit interesting because of what you said. And after what you said, it was confirmed that Quinlan may be a little bit different, right? And they just there before.
Quinlan lost to Robbie. You're thinking, same old Quinlan. So you figure out Quinlan's the only one that stopped Robbie for the first 6
No. So let me tell you what happened. So you tell us that, and we're like, well, all right. If we all believe you and what we hear on the internet, we're gonna see it first round because usually Robbie beats Quinlan, I guess, right? And then that first kind of foul go at it, dude. Quinlan top rolls the fuck out of Robbie. Like you're like that the WL Quinlan, like what you expect, ready, pow, like goes. I think both times and catches a loss on an elbow foul. And but you see, like one of them, like Robbie was confident, but dude, the one he beat Robbie on the last one. I'm like, holy shit, but like, yeah, being a Robbie Russell, I'm like, hey, Robbie, I know I said that you actually have a chance, but I also said what I said. That could have been.
Yeah, right. You thought, that's the two bums just went after each other, but not. It was two beasts. Oh, that's awesome. So Craig was just stupid strong or cheating his ass off, false start.
No. Craig was good. It felt like So me and Craig were probably the only match that went like to the strap or some shit, and there was some type of stoppage. After that, he was just hooking everybody like to the pad. I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that.
Daddy's home. Daddy's home, baby. From the oil rig, I'll be home at 6. Have my supper ready. And hey, take the cover off the Corvette. We're going for a ride when we get home.
That's pretty much what he said. He could. When Denise was clapping, we're like, "Yeah, where are you taking?"
Denise over there clapping like the Energizer Bunny, and Craig and his wife over there getting a timeshare in the French Alps for their next vacation, while Craig mows through all these slappies real quick to collect his wood.
I was looking at her phone. I could not believe she got those 2 round trips to Atlantis that quick. Hey, is that true? Is that true that that NFL ball is on eBay right now from your account?
I would never do that out of my direct account so that you could trace it back to me.
It's funny.
But just remember, I will come get my shit back if I find out that y'all are selling my name.
Robert Gould, $4.99 super chat. How much for Tyson signed NFL ball?
You know what? I've heard 2 things that we're supposed to do with that stuff. The first thing is you'd be surprised that the Bears have an obligation as well. They can take stuff that's already in the contract, like his first home win or home start. They take his uniform, they get it. So that,
oh, really?
Right?
So they know, like, so it's like they're probably.
Well, I think they're just preparing for the fact that just in case every starting quarterback's debut, they will. It's just in the contract, it's the way it is. So that's, I'm learning stuff like that. And then that it's probably smart for Tyson to stat and record every jersey and cleat that he ever wears in every game. I feel like Tyson has a lot of similarities that I do when someone tells me to do that type of stuff. I really want them to know that, hey, my man, I'm way too cool to do that. Right? Like, I'm not, you guys do all that weird fanatical stuff about stuff. I'm just going to come here and play football. And that's the way I always felt about the YouTube channel, about any of the fake hype of what you would do to work on your brand and plan for the future like Devin Laird has, right? So hopefully Tyson does take the advice of me, his agent, his marketing guy, and every other Tom, Dick, and Harry person that has called me in the last 48 hours with expert advice on what Tyson should do and shouldn't do.
Before I ask you, I do have one to continue about the bowling memorabilia, but we really rarely get this type of question. But from Crystal Vegan Smith, is Tyson looking for a wife?
I don't know. I do not know. I try to keep myself out of that there business. I'm going to tell you an awkward situation, man.
Tell us.
Let me tell you an awkward situation. Being a shit-talking, fun, happy person that ends up aging to the point where his kids are adults and they make their own decisions and people come in and out of their lives, and it is a freaky parameter. Like, me personally, I like when the kids would bring other kids around. We all come to the gym and I have no problem letting people in, but the older I get and the older, then you're like, every person that enters their life, you have to think about that person taking your kids, right? And listen, from what I learned, the daughter's husbands live with you and the husbands or the sons, they live with their mother-in-law and their wife. So just know that my two oldest kids are boys. So when I see them with someone, I can feel that they are taking the kids, right? And it's, you know, it is what it is. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just telling you it's new, right? That's some new shit. So I feel like
you're learning about yourself.
Every relationship Tyson would be in, from a guy friend, a girlfriend, a whatever, is a long-term relationship now. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you can tell that, you know, you know, one of these days it'll be the most important people in his life will be her and his family. And that's you know, that's interesting, boy. Woo! Interesting. And God forbid you even start thinking about your daughters.
God forbid your parents are cooler than you are.
Yeah, well, I don't think we got to worry about that now.
I got you. I'm sorry, man.
I don't think we got to worry about that. Yeah. But hey, man, listen, man. Tyson Bagent, ladies and gentlemen, man.
Hey,
Woo!
Go crazy.
Let's go. Oh my goodness, what a man. What a man, what a man. And listen, let's just reflect here on wrestling community.
Okay.
Let's reflect on every time I told you that this was going to happen. And you snickered to your significant other, your brother, your cousin. Man, Travis full of shit. That kid's playing D2, man. What's he talking about? Now, I would like for you to send 1999 super chat and an apology right now. Let me think over the years to some of the people who I could tell thought that I was nuts when I mentioned Tyson playing in the NFL. I did some work with a buddy of mine. Guy's name is Thomas Smith. Met him about 3 years ago.
Okay.
First day I met him, I was with John Brezink. We're in Shreveport, Louisiana, and we're having breakfast with this guy. So I start this business relationship with him, and this guy ends up taking us to the Dallas Mavs game. We did a couple other really fun, awesome things. Great guy. Every time he would get that third Jaeger bomb in him, I would then continue with my smart ass fun comments to everybody about how I was the greatest thing ever and that my kids are also the greatest things that have ever lived. And one of them is the fact that watch your mouth, because my son's about to be in the NFL playing quarterback, and not just playing it, but winning going to the Pro Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, MVP, going to Disney World, right? Because also after my second Jaeger bomb, things got enhanced.
Of course.
And I remember more than once, Thomas, you looking at me like, hey man, seriously, you know, don't keep saying that around me, man. It's kind of embarrassing when we got clients here. Whoa. So I would just like for Thomas to know that the invoice will be in the mail.
Oh,
and I plan on tripling my consultant fee from now on, Thomas. You can reach out to Artem. The first 20 grand in any contract goes right to Artem before we even start business.
Thomas, we appreciate your business, young man.
Hey, Artem, have you in fact ever talked to somebody who said, man, tell Travis, shut up about this football stuff, man? You know what the chances his son's got as much chance to be in the NFL. He got about as much chance as a fart does in a tornado.
I have never talked to a live person, but I've seen some YouTube comments.
Oh man, those people are the worst.
I don't think I've met an actual living person.
Good. Brandon sent me a thing that said Alan Fisher's pissed that you said 28-time world champion. He said, because you know that that's what I think. That's what Alan's a 27-time world champion. He claims.
Okay, got you.
So
Okay.
now I went to 28 when they asked me. That makes me the ultimate overall champ of the world.
Got you. The over the
Hey,
top.
I watched the game with John Brzenk and Steve Kaplan.
Oh, Steve was down there too.
Well, we was there with Steve. Woo!
So
He's still more famous than Tyson in Chicago. It's amazing.
So hold on. I'm so confused. Where were you body wise this Sunday?
You don't know where I was because I don't fuck with the media, boy. Yeah. I sent Casey and all the slappies in the end zone. I went up to the VIP with Kaplan and Brzenk.
So that tells me you got to be in Atlanta. It is a Sunday.
No, he came. No, John was in Atlanta on Saturday, flew to Chicago Sunday morning, got to the game. It was awesome.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Did you see the photo on John's Facebook?
Yes, I saw the photo.
Pull it off. Pull it off. Also, we supposed to send Paulie a link.
Great for telling me right now. Let's see.
I think Paulie looked at me a couple times cross-eyed during arguments. I don't think he thought Tyson was the man.
Well, you know how Paul is.
I remember Devin Laird saying, Travis, does he really have a chance? A real chance? And I was like, man, fuck you, man, with all them subscribers. That's just what I remember thinking.
That's the jealousy speaking.
Oh!
Beast.
Let me tell you what else is interesting. We took more than one photo, and in the other photo, I did not have my mouth wide open. Why would he choose that?
That's awesome. Oh, I can pull off something more actually. Hold on.
Can we call John Brzenk? Send John Brzenk the link. Man, I asked John Brzenk about Todd Hutchins. He said it was unbelievable how strong Todd is right now. Unbelievable is what he said. Did I see where he predicted Devin was just going to kill Dennis? No problem.
Who, Todd said that or John?
John.
Oh, can you believe that?
I didn't watch it. I just saw the thumbnail. So was it?
I don't know. But let's watch this.
I don't know.
Let's watch this clip. Hold on now.
Oh, trademark violation.
Oh, strike.
Wowzer. What a beast.
So continue. So what happened to the ball? So is Tyson in possession of the ball or
Yeah, we got the ball. You got the ball.
The ball.
We did not have the jersey or the pants, which we could have if they wasn't automatically headed to the team.
What's the legality? What's the legal clause on the ball? Is it 100% yours? Or...
Oh yeah, it's his. Yeah, it's his.
Okay, gosh. So he can do whatever he wants with the ball right now.
Whatever he wants.
Okay, gotcha. I just want to.
If he's smart, he'll just put it in a little storage chest and wait 50 years from now and then sell it for $1 million.
Be good times. Okay. Oh well, that's the way the tall Paul Hutchinson asked. What was the question? Did I already miss Travis roasting Artem about the round robin? Yes, you have.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm so happy, and I don't even. I mean, if I could even. I'm so happy I would never let Artem bring me down because of that. I mean, what do you think happened? Those guys did better than you?
The way I explain it, I guess pulling Craig, I was really thinking me and Craig gonna go so fast either way, either somehow I'm so much stronger, I'm so much weaker that you're gonna just whack me, it will have zero effect. But because it was just weaker enough to like have some type of stoppage, I think that's what kind of destroyed my efficiency of down the road. Because by the time I've seen Bob, which is like third round, I was telling Lindsay like, "Yeah, I'm done," and she's like, "What the fuck you mean you're done? It's the second round. Go beat Bob Brown." I'm like, "Nah, my arm is gone," and I don't even
Did Bob get hurt?
very round number 9. Yeah, Casey started pressing on him, and Bob was holding in just Bob's hold, and I think his biceps give out, and he ruptured one of the tendons or something. Don't know the exact, because he said it in the group chat what happened. Like it's not like a fully tear, but at the time, would we assume that he tore his biceps right there and there. Yeah.
Oh no, you won't ever get to get him back.
Oh, that's awesome. That's I'm like, dude, now I don't have to worry about that super match.
No, stay away from that guy.
But man, it was. I mean, if I were to super match, obviously I need to just repull Craig. But man, I do want to pull the kid Eli. That's the one I kind of feel like I should have done better, hook wise or top roll. And I do want to pull Quinlan in the hook because he was like trying to tell me that I got lucky. I'm like, motherfucker, going I turn you inside. So yeah, I mean, I guess I really enjoy my draw. I until I realize I'm not that strong. That's the problem. So all good. Should have gotten stronger. Do we have something crazy happening on the November 4th besides me pulling Tom? What's going on?
Yeah, can we do that on Friday night, or does it have to be Saturday?
I don't care. I mean, I guess we can, depending
Yeah,
on
let's ask him. I don't know who gets a hold of him.
Paulie or yeah. I mean, it's Paulie because my last message to Tom, he didn't reply, so that's a little bit
Yeah,
weird.
and it doesn't matter to me either if he just is only coming on Saturday, whatever. But if he's there on Friday night, we might as well set a little something up.
Yeah. Um, do we do we have more girls coming or no?
What? Hell no! I told you don't ever ask me about goddamn girls arm wrestling. What is that?
You guys double checking.
And make sure you don't let anybody see this video because them girls will be mad as shit. They heard me say that.
No problem, young man. um, what's going on with your hernia?
12 days.
Do you have so you have a date where you go to see a doctor for what? A surgery or you just seeing a doctor?
Just for the little scan to make sure that it's the nice outpatient in and out easy thing. And that day they said before 6 days later, I can have the outpatient procedure as long as there's no problems. So.
If Daniel Worley watching this video right now, this is what an adult time looks like to get a surgery from the time something happened to be wrong with you. Just for the future reference. Hey, because it was funny. So, as soon as I got my ass whooped in the round robin, and getting your ass whooped in the round robin is a little bit different than just getting your ass whooped in the tournament. There's a lot more people that now whoop your ass.
All of a sudden, it's like they see you got shot in the shoulder, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna get this motherfucker now, man. I see the blood. I smell the blood in the air.
Because sometimes you took second place or maybe third. Sometimes it's just one guy beat you, and he maybe not even that cool. Maybe people come up to you, man, you did great today. Or win. Oh, really? Who won? It's a great situation. But when there's 9 more humans like that, oh man, it's a tough.
Yeah, we know you didn't win. God damn, you took a lot of ass.
So I'm there searching for the opportunity to get out of the building.
Did you also act like a bitch and not really try late in the rounds?
No.
Did anybody do that? Did anybody bitch out?
You know what? I was thinking, like, why why is this still interesting? Because I've seen round robins when went downhill pretty fast, and yeah, like what you say is happening. But man, the payout is a pretty solid until the sixth place, and next thing you know, until the last round, you can still all of a sudden get in a dogfight for those $300.
Oh man, listen, I've had my lights turned off going for the $300 prize, and it's been like, yo, I gotta get this 300, even if I gotta not even pull the main guy and get myself to somehow get in this final.
Yeah, that's what another they were saying.
You know how many times that I have had the pressure taken off of me because I made it to the finals, and the pressure was so immense financially that once that burden was lifted, I ended up killing the motherfucking guy that I was scared to death was going to cause me not to get into $1,000 money, and then I ended up winning the 3,500. You know what I mean? Like so many times, so many times I went to a tournament that I could not possibly lose to pick up money that I already spent and did not win. Arm wrestling, I don't give a fuck what you say. Nobody knows who's going to win.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome that you said that, because that was what I was thinking on my way back. Like, dude, that was just $500 lost right there. I'm there, the rental. Man, that rental is not as cool anymore.
The second match was with. So what happened? Did the South Carolina Warzinski couldn't stop Craig?
No. So what? I think that's what I legit messed up. So like, fuck. So for sure, pulling Craig got more out of me than I expected. Then second match was against Eduardo, and I knew I was gonna get stuck by the pad, and like I should have just elbow fouled out of it. Which I did, but then I kept fighting until he pinned me, and I'm like, why did I do that to myself? So and then with Bob, Bob, we fought with Bob, and I didn't win that fight, dude. With Bob, we slipped.
So you started off 0-3.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I fought up. Yeah, starting off 0-3.
What a bitch! God, in the fucking show right now. 0-3. Those are the only matches that fucking counted. Oh my God. I apologize, arm wrestling community. I was too busy running shit in Chicago. I didn't realize that Artem ruined the whole fucking Bagent brand over the weekend. We have now, how many subscribers have we lost?
Hey, you've been asking when we get to 40. We finally at 40 after that Sunday.
Hey, probably because we probably would be at 50 if you didn't lose those 10. Our true arm wrestling fans, they probably think we're terrible.
Well, I feel like no. I have that Todd Hodgins factor. The people love me enough to we're like, hey, what really happened with the bracket before we really hate on you?
Wow. They even gave you the 2 slappies so that you would at least be 2-1. Yeah. God damn.
Hey, and that's where I feel like that's what Ozzy's arm wrestler conspiracy theory was. And after the whole podcast, I'm like, Dan, he was right, because he was like, Ozzy was saying the whole hour. So you guys telling me Robert Russell is taking part of this. Robert Russell is going to be a little bit late to the weigh-ins, and Robbie got the first 3 matches. Like he gets the hard guys at the very end. Yeah. Oh yeah, that doesn't sound like set up at all.
That sounds like home field advantage. What the fuck did y'all expect? I mean, not only are you weak, but you're unaware as well. Jesus fucking Christ, Artem. Cut the show off. Cut the fucking show off immediately. The Tyson Bagent brand can't be a part of this.
That you shall see me winning the flip coin side and then still going to the wrong side. They're like, dude, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, guys, just kill me. Just kill me now. Like, it's all good.
That is just amazing.
Told Paul Hutchinson, just ain't the same if Travis doesn't roast Artem over something. What am I, fucking Mississippi pot roast, man?
God, man, did you win your fourth one or did you go 0-4?
Nah, God bless for fucking Casey Coley about time.
Hey, Casey, what was his problem? He was too light, too out of it. What was his deal?
Hey, dude, Casey has no problem. That's what the part that pissed me off. So there's two parts to that story, I guess. By the time I see Casey, I'm like, oh shit, I'm already lost 3-0. By the time I lost 2-0, I was ready to leave the building. So fuck, I'm hooking now. So by the time me and Casey go, my setup, I went from being here to complete turtle like Sasha. I'm like, I'm about to get because I got nothing else to do. So I'm there scooping Casey, beating him, not even looking at what he's doing, not end up looking after that. He started pressing everybody. I'm like, man, that's the best way to beat that fucking press is to hook him. Anyway, that happens. At the very end, they give us our awards and whatever, saying congrats. Larry tells me one thing that just slightly pissed me off. He's like, oh man, you're just out of money. I'm like, it's all good, man, whatever. Hold on. It gets funnier. I'm like, man, whatever, thanks for everything, take a picture, walk away, I'm thinking that's the worst thing you could have told me. Nah, man. The next thing he announced on the mic. And now, first money place, sixth place, Casey Coley.
Oh my God. He won more matches than you?
And I'm like, oh my God, I was the only dumb motherfucker to lose to Eduardo.
Oh.
And I feel like it doesn't matter what I did after
that. But you popping his hand out like that is probably why he started losing the other ones.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, whatever. Like, Pauline Coleman tried to ask, like, and talk about, like, the rankings and all that. I'm like, motherfucker, like, I feel like if you're going to go there for
there's one thing I can tell you, I'm out of them.
Right. I'm like, dude.
Is that what are you calling me, Paul, to figure out if I'm going to be mad when I am removed? No. Please remove me rather than put me at 27. I do not want to be numbered at 27. I told Chance Shaw, if I ever drop below 1, take me off the motherfucker, say I'm retired. Unretire me once I beat whoever your number 1 guy is.
Hey, so that's what, okay, I'll get to that, but it's funny you said that too. So, I'm getting my ass whooping, I realized that Casey Coley is better at arm wrestling matches and rounds than I am, so I realized I cannot be in the building with 6 other dudes who just beat me, even though I'm the most handsome out of all of them, we in Tennessee. So I realized I can drive to Paul Passman's house real quick when he's having the practices, Hutchings, Jump Zank, and Ron Bath and all of them. I'm like, well, that's the fastest ways to get to training from an ass whooping. So I'm heading my way there. And it's 4-hour drive. I'm making there like by 7. Obviously everybody left, so just me, Paul, Paul Passmore, Josh Ellerton, and Adrian and Lance, 2 dudes from like Pensacola part of Florida. Adrian's telling me like, hey man, I just cracked this rankings. I'm like, where you at? I'm in the hook, the 20th place. I'm like, So I'm just there in silence, and I'm like, just to let you know, obviously me being a hater, my brain just works in the ways to tell you how it's not cool. And one of the ways for me to tell you that is in the hook used to be top 10.
Wait till you replace him. 20th place, he gets knocked back down next week. He's going to be pissed.
Right. Oh, dude, the 20th place is it's also what's fucked up about the 20th. It's you got somebody that used to be high enough and they just came back to arm wrestling in the first tournament. Hey man, I haven't been active. Can you put me in, whatever the 13? Oh yeah, man, no problem. That guy puts a 13, 20th guy's out.
Got him.
Yeah. Which I've been there, but
so how did Adam and Craig just cracked Adam?
Yeah. It was slow. It was inside, and I feel like it took him like 1-2 pumps, like, and it went right there, right inside.
And Robbie Russell was able to beat Wrzezinski as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Robbie couldn't slow Craig down.
Dude, I He stopped him right by the pad where like Robbie usually stops it, but with the stylistically is like where he stops it is where Craig pins you. So it's like, all right. So it's just not high enough. But yeah, he gets the stop almost every time and just not can lock it in
I
there.
can't believe how huge Robbie Russell looks.
Yeah, he's a yeah,
I
like
don't know how much Craig Touye weighed, but Robbie Russell looks 35 pounds heavier than Craig.
well
When
yeah,
I look at their photos, I
you
think there's a photo. Put the photo up. It's on Craig or Craig's girls website or Facebook.
well if you know what, if you're more proficient, there's a video I have of practice of
That picture says everything I needed to say, and you could just see it. Robbie Russell got a big head, long legs. I mean, he's like thick as shit. He looks like a damn college linebacker.
Robbie's hand is ginormous, especially whenever he gets a 205, his neck is just as wide as his head, too.
Well, I got news for you. That's what he weighed the other day. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay, I'll pull up this picture. But dude, let me tell you something. I have a video of practice of Ron Bath and Robert Russell from years ago, and that was like, I don't know what happened that day, but Robert Russell came in the most disgusting shape he ever had, to where he was just toying with Ron Bath the whole practice. But because of the size, like, dude, he just wraps around Ron and just kind of dad moves him. It's pretty, it is interesting at his size and all that shit. All right, pictures coming up right here. 3, 2, 1, boom. Is that the one?
That's the one.
I'm telling you, dude, Robbie's neck is just as big as his head.
That's how big his face is. Jawline. I mean, his head's twice as big as Craig.
He's a big human being. He's technically probably the guy that probably can be like 220, 240, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you think about it, but he's not that because he really started at like 165. So keep that in mind.
Well, I mean, ever since he got hooked up with Dr. Mark and Rob and Vitacell, look at this growth.
But
I mean, Craig done spent $80,000, $90,000 to feel like that. He going down there where they're actually killing babies down there where Craig's getting this shit.
I'm glad you froze there for a second, because all we hear is killing babies.
Yeah, and they're drinking the blood. They're doing all that stuff, Bob Brown and them.
Artem, can we stop talking about losers? Artem, and start talking about winners. Tyson, the Bears.
Tyson, and your Chicago Bears. Oh my goodness, man. The media requests are out of control, Artem.
Well, do you notice how, first of all, I think our channel gets way more traction for sure. And now it's overpowering. Yesterday posted a video, a clip on our channel. We're talking about Devin versus Dennis. The comments about Tyson, man, ain't nobody cares about Dennis, even under that video. I'm like, oh, that's a rough one, man. That's a heavy topic. That's like in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. It won't be long before our podcast. Can we make it so that no one is our podcast? Can you just pull a clip from someone's podcast without their permission and put it on ESPN and CBS? Like if I say right now that something, and it's just terrible, can they just take that right from our website and put it right on CBS News?
What? So the way you said it, can they take it to use it against us without any permission? Yes. I feel like
we'll cut the channel down immediately. Shut everything down that we ever did. My goodness. We're fired. I would like to apologize to everybody in the world.
But it's just funny you said that, because every time I've been reached out to do something illegal, but where they making sure I'm not getting paid at all, there's a lot of confirmation. Hey, making sure, send us the footage. Yeah, we need your confirmation, all that. But I bet you, whenever times for you to talk shit about somebody, oh yeah, we need that clip. No, we give you the permission. We'll just upload it. Yeah, screen record. Man, yeah, you're right. You better be careful, man.
Oh, I don't care. It's always, listen, everything that you hear about me is true.
Are you pulling on November 4th?
I mean, I think so. Geez, I was. I thought you won matches, but now I don't know.
Uh, do you need more reviews on the mesh surgery? Because I've gotten some comments under.
I know I've had some people give me the horror stories too.
Have you
Don't let them use so and so.
have
It
you
will harm you.
have you gotten some good ones? Like, because I've read.
Ah, man, listen, man. I'm on Medicaid, Medicare, whatever you call it. You go to the emergency room. They give you the outpatient shit. Da da da. Done.
Well, no, like I've gotten somebody that tells me, I've gotten some comment that say like, "Yo, my dad got the mesh 20 years ago. He's still alive and lifting." That makes me ours.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. 4 or 5 weeks. Somebody said don't do the robotic one.
That's yeah.
They hit too many holes or something. I don't know. So we'll see what they do, but I don't care. Poor people don't have much decisions on that. Just do what the man says.
Just listen to the guy that went to this school for a little bit longer than all of us.
Exactly.
Because not all of us can be Tyson Bagents and throwing touchdowns. Hey, explain to me what does undefeated means in their terms, like in football.
Because you're the winner or the loser depending on if you start or not. So the starting quarterback is just like the starting pitcher. When that game is over, he can be 1-0 or 0-1. If you come in relief, you don't get credit for the win. You do get credit for the save in baseball, but none of that's, in football, he's 1-0 because he started one game and they won.
I got you.
And it was just the greatest day ever, man. Bunch of friends and family, and it was just crazy awesome, man. Crazy.
At what point did you start crying?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Fuck you talking about, man? I'm a beast.
Yeah, you answered that way too quick. And like exactly the time and the minute your tear dropped on your phone.
No, man. I'm all testosterone up.
But why all of a sudden you don't want to look at the camera? You look into the left.
Ever since you sent me that VitaCell stem cell stuff in the mail, and my testosterone went all the way up here, I don't cry no more.
You're acting like Lindsay when I'm asking about your financial situation while in the car ride, and all of a sudden she looks to the right. I'm like, honey, I'm right here. I'm to the left. Yeah. I'm just looking at the couch.
No crying on this. No crying on this part.
It's all right. I'll message John Mozang or Steve Kaplan. And then I can see it.
John, at halftime, John and Casey switched seats because my seats were so good. And it was kind of really cold in the shade and really warm in the sun. Right? And that's crazy. I'm talking like a 25-degree switcherooski. It's cold or shade, right?
So might have been like a good day in the shade right there for a second.
No, it was terrible. You had to be in the sun. If you wasn't in the sun, you was froze.
Oh, that's cold. I got you.
So I told John, I'm like, let's go down and you'll switch with Case. So she said, John ended up without, John doesn't have the awareness that I do. So he should have known that when he switched with Casey, he was probably going to know the people to his left and right. Well, my mom is sitting to the left. All of a sudden, she turns and sees John and is like, hey, how are you? What are you doing here? And John said, oh, a good friend of mine, Travis Bagent, his son's playing. And Linda said, Travis Bagent? My son. And so she didn't know who John was, and John didn't know who she was. And they sat next to each other, and they done met each other 10 times.
That's what I was about to say. Like, I mean, I will recognize your mom, like, for sure.
And listen, I don't mind Linda not, because Linda's getting old. But goddamn, John, you got gray hair, but shit.
I don't know. Like, last time I met your mom, she was in better shape than last time. I feel like John should have known better. Come on, John.
See, well, my mom was freezing, though, with a ball game and a blanket.
God forbid he had his phone out. She'd be like, hey, don't record me, young man.
Hey, so we also had Joel Hodick. We had
Okay.
Steve Pettis, and of course, we always got Kent DeMore. And so, man, it was like, it was it was on. There was an arm wrestling table at the after party. It was good.
Where was the after party at your place?
It was at the Chicago Yacht Club, which is a mile from the Soldier Field. If you go Andrew Hiller or Saban, they had their cameras there. So they did a little thing and already linked it out. So if Gary Roberts should send us that link, we'll add it to our Facebook.
Savannah's
All
out
right,
there.
not our Facebook, our YouTube.
Savannah's out there doing after pull videos and shit.
I didn't pull much. I whacked John a couple times, but that was easy.
Oh yeah.
I guess because he had pulled with Paul Passamore all day today before. I was backing his ass, boy.
And I almost didn't want to give it to you, but I'll give you that one.
No problem over here. I mean, I was beating him worse than Todd Hudson.
I got a question for Travis. Would he reprise Stallone's role on Over the Top if the movie was redone?
I'm for sale, baby. I'll play whatever they want me to be. I'll be that asshole kid, the mean grandfather, or Lincoln Hawk, or Bull Hurley.
Anybody. So the after party on Hiller's YouTube channel. All right. Man, we probably have more football fans over here than an arm wrestlers.
Yeah, that guy is a
Two.
guy is from Chicago, and his dad was a fan, and he works with Sevon, and I mean, it was perfect. So yeah, it was good shit. It was good.
All right. So what's next? What's next for Tyson? What's going on? What we got?
Well, if the starting quarterback's thumb is still off, then he will play again Sunday night on CBS or ABC. I don't know, but it's the Sunday night football game. So it's prime time, baby. 8:20 your time, 5:20 LA time. I mean, SoFi Stadium in LA, baby. Woo!
Well,
let's fucking go!
Are you going or are you staying?
Man, does a bear shit in the woods? Yes, I'm going. Every goddamn week I'm going. Matter of fact, I'm leaving right after the arm wrestling tournament, and the next morning I'll be in New Orleans, 6 a.m.
Arm wrestling? What arm wrestling tournament are you going to?
Our arm wrestling tournament, November 4th.
That's not that soon.
Our tournament's not next weekend?
No.
I mean, no. Next weekend is the game, the LA game. The weekend after that is November 4th. I'm going to New Orleans on the 5th.
I got you. I guess I meant the 29th.
Yeah, the 29th, I'll be in Los Angeles with Sylvester Stallone, probably.
Well, discuss with him if you can replay Over the Top 2 and what he thinks your role should be.
Man, yeah, I don't want to ruin the night when I mention an arm wrestling.
All right, so I guess you're pulling on the 4th. Tyson's doing better than anybody, and we got to keep the ball.
Tyson is a baller, boy.
Brad Patty says, I got our tickets, Travis, section 106.
Yes. CrossFit Denham Springs in the house. I love it. Hey, that guy right there is good friends with the guy that whipped your ass round 1. Craig Touye. That's his dog right there. That's his dog right there.
You know what? I got a very similar message like the next day. Like the guy that's buying my shirts occasionally. He's like, "Hey man, you get good. Yeah, my coach whooped your ass pretty good, huh?" Like, I'm assuming your coach is number 1 guy, so I get it. Good coach. Wish he was my coach. All right, everybody. Well, we're gonna slowly wrap it up, and I have a super chat here. Brad Patty says,
hey, I don't need anybody to super chat us anymore. I don't know if y'all read the news today, but I am fucking rich, baby.
Yeah,
we good.
Hold on. You did say that.
Yeah, and Artem is I'm getting ready to cut Artem off. So Artem, give him your exact bank account. I don't want my name being used through this channel anymore after today too.
Yeah, but
matter of fact, refund everyone's super chat for the last 6 months immediately.
hey, hold on. I just paid our clip guy, and
Hey, Mark.
again.
I'm sorry, Mark. I tried to help you and all this and that, but it's over. All right, move on.
Next project.
Next project.
If Mark calls me within the next 5 minutes, we'll trouble. Oh yeah, man. Mike's Madness says,
Mark's my dog, man.
$1.99. Will Tyson go to the Cowboys when Jerry calls?
Let's go. Hey, listen, I don't know, man. I tell you, I love the Dallas Cowboys. Everyone knows that, right? My Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks. Make no mistake about it. Tyson Bagent, Dak Prescott, Tony Romo, and the king of all kings, Mr. Troy Aikman. But, man, I like Chicago, boy. You know, like when you have like the love of your life, right? And then all of a sudden, she got a small problem here or there, whether it's with finances, infidelity, whatever. The dumb shit, right? That women get all mad about. And she leaves, and you're like, oh my God, I love you. I love you. That's how I feel about the Dallas Cowboys. That's my number one. That's my dog. But if this chick keeps on pushing you away and you meet Chicago, if you meet Chicago and you fall in love, it's okay to be in love with two people. Right now, I'm in a love triangle. Because I love the Cowboys, but my God, Chicago makes me feel so young. Let's go.
Man, I should ask you if there's 100 pounds of your separation machine. There's all the energy you got.
Oh, my goodness, man. Look at this. Pull the tricep right there. Pull the tricep.
Man, you better be careful. Bones 808 goes, LOL, that's me and 49ers.
Bears, don't ever mention the 49ers on this podcast. It's Bears, Cowboys only.
I'm sorry, you have to give me a better football guidelines. Well, all right, fellers. We are gonna finish with this episode, and
I'd like to tell you it was fun, Artem, having this thing with you. Seriously, I had no idea that I was gonna have to get away from this show so fast. But you know what? I'm sure you understand. You had to know that I was definitely too big for this show, even at the beginning, and that I was definitely going to leave you guys high and dry at some point. And I don't want you guys bitter over it. So let's be honest. You really think you could keep me now under these conditions?
I wasn't sure if your whole speech was because of this.
If I was to, there's either I could slowly exit or we could be going like that right there. You see that?
Somebody used to use this running away as a clip and make something.
I am out of here, arm wrestling world. I cannot carry you people any further. Go back to your boring ass super matches.
And stupid ass round robins that nobody can.
Well, Robin, I told you that was a dumbass idea, Artem.
The first and the last episode of the Greatest Podcast.
Yeah, it's been fun. And not only this podcast, let's just put it out here. If you're an arm wrestler that I have cultivated a beautiful friendship with over the last 20 years, never call me again and lose my number. I am with the NFL now. I don't fuck with slapdick arm wrestling.
Well, what happens if they do really want to reach out to you?
Who?
Our
buddy?
Yes, sure, your buddies.
Oh,
yes.
No. I have no more buddies anymore. I can't risk it. I can't risk people just wanting me for my fame and fortune. Sorry, guys. Sorry, but I'm rich. Ask Steve Pettis.
Hold on, Crystal Vegan Smith is back in the comments, and she just says "still pot." Crystal, we want to make sure we want to Travis is replying to you that future of Tyson Bagent's and personal endeavors all totally in his own hands. So not us. But the young man does have cardboard box instead of the TV, stand, so his head is set in the proper places. A tough cricket to break, Crystal. So
let's go.
All right, player. I guess if I'll see if something happens and we can afford you for one more episode tomorrow.
No, you never call me again. This podcast is over, and give Vern on it. Hey, my lawyers will be contacting you and Gary Roberts to get all of that input and all of those episodes and content, and we will be knocking on your door right away. You noticed when I sent you that security thing this morning. That was the NFL hit me up, said, who's the slappies trying to get to infiltrate your brand? Travis, these arm wrestlers, they're going to be like vultures because of all the hundreds of millions of dollars that you have now. The fancy restaurants and cars. I don't want all you people freeloading.
Well, that's why. Well, the security came in. I kind of knew that was happening, so you're speaking password. So it's all good.
I have, listen, for the past 48 hours, 30 of my closest buddies, like you, have hit me up and asked me a question, and I say just no. And then I don't reply back for like an hour. I don't give them no explanation. It's like, hey, you going to the game? Can I sit with you? No. And then move on, and then not come back for an hour, and then come back laughing my ass off. Like, I know you called your wife and said, oh man, Travis is a dick now. He thinks his shit don't stink. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted you to think.
That's good. That's good. Todd and Alex Lovechild, $4.99 super chat. The starter.
Oh, one more week, baby. I hope he gets this Sunday.
Immediately, Joe King says, can you spot me a $5, Trav? And
100%, sir. Yes, Artem. Give somebody super chat money to that guy immediately.
I got you though right here. Chris.
And Artem, I'm going to need that Senior Bowl card back immediately. Yes, that's the one right there. I will be collecting that too. And I saw Lindsay wearing Tyson's jersey, and I don't even remember giving you one. That means you jacked one from the basement.
Hey, that means I paid $169 in the stupid NFL website.
Jack the Tim Talmadge jacked he straight jacked the jersey.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah, and he was like, hey, I forgot to tell you I got one of them jerseys. Oh, what do I owe you?
Oh, he pulled on Till Talmadge on you? I got you. Take the thing away. And they're like, hey, I owe you money, right? Tim is the type of guy that knows his money will get better at some point, and he'll just wait for that day to hit you up. Hey man, I owe you the $100, right? Yeah, no.
I think Tim took me to dinner one time in Vegas, and the bill was like $6,000. I know every time that I tell him he owes me $100, he probably's like, this motherfucker's crazy. I ain't paying this fucking guy for nothing.
I'm sorry, Crystal. I will tell Travis your plan. Crystal said earlier, I'm going to get in good with his father.
What is Crystal's deal? Is she the one that asked about the wedding, the marriage?
She's the one that asked about Tyson, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Tyson's got him a woman.
Ooh, girl.
Oh, no, that ain't none of my business. I don't want to put that man's business out there.
But
Woo!
He's worth fighting for, ladies. So go crazy. Go crazy.
But hey, I'm available. No, I'm sorry. No. Make sure you don't put that out there. God damn it, Arnold. His mom's already fed up.
Hold on. Yeah, what's up, Casey? Yeah, Lindsay got the shovel for me too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're right next to each other. Yeah, yeah. We both fucked up. That's all good. That's how it goes. Um, Crystal says, I got time. Man, now we find out Crystal's some 14-year-old dude that loves bears.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yep. Right there. That's why another
Yeah.
reason that this will be our last episode, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate it. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, play.
Hey man, think about the show tomorrow. We need Gary Roberts. We need Paulie Italia.
You let me.
Don't just come into this thing and let me carry this shit again, okay? Let's go. Let's hire a producer. Can we hire a producer?
Oh, hold on. Should I apologize to you right ahead today for mess up on the time too? And tomorrow we're going to be right on time, scheduled at 1. All right.
Listen, all I want you to do, I wanted you to take the same advice that Lindsay gives.
Okay.
Try harder, Artem. Try harder. All right. See you tomorrow, young fella.
See you tomorrow, Travis Bagent. All right, guys. Well, producer is for hire. If anybody want to reach out. You know what's funny, actually? Been months and months. Honey, Travis gave me your advice. I'll take it. All this time, me saying at the end of the episode that we need somebody to do clips and all that stuff. And slowly we develop a relationship with our friend Ryan, who been doing our clips for this whole time, and now actually progressed to where we're not only doing clips, but we also, kind of Ryan actually, does a little bit more stuff with the channel with releasing the clips as well. So it just started fairly, just fairly slowly. So if you are the guy that does want to help out the channel and, has more energy than you will even have, can and deal, whatever. If you do want to do something for the channel and you don't even know, or you do know what to do, just reach out. We always have some stuff to be helped with, always put somebody to work, just like, it's gonna be a bad joke. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. The Bears, no, labor is not free. If you make money, we will share money. So that's kind of the good point here. So if you do have a idea that can generate money, and we do have, the customer base, if you might want to say target audience. So, but yeah, there's some free labor that we'll appreciate as well. So if you got that, we'll take that. All right, you guys, we'll see you tomorrow. And November 4th, that's where you see me and Travis compete once again. Or I guess necessarily you guys waiting for Travis to compete.